All right, so this is
much
UFC
more interesting to talk
Vegas.
about my butthole than this card, right? There is some good ones. There is some good fights. Although last week, like I said during the show, like the low key banger is a term thrown out there. But 9 finishes in that fucking card, and knock a highlight reel after highlight. So again, who knows what's gonna be in front of us? The main event: Ketlin Vieira versus Miesha Cupcake Tate. Miesha came back after a long layoff, coming off a win against Marion Renew, who just won a world championship in jiu-jitsu. She's one world champion. Ketlin Vieira, who's coming off a crazy loss to Yana Kunitskaya. That was the first time the judges listened to me for once, right? Yeah. Where she was in control the whole time, but Kunitskaya was hitting strikes from the bottom, and she ended up getting a decision victory. Yeah. This one, I am leaning Vieira to start. I think Miesha is... I see a lot of this going... The biggest comparison I can think of is the Ronda Rousey fights with Miesha Tate, and her grappling defense is not that strong. And Ketlin Vieira is going to fucking go to take her down.
I think Ketlin's going to be bigger. She's going to be stronger. I don't know how much stock I can put into that Marion Reneau victory for Tate for the first comeback. But, I mean, I think with women's MMA, sometimes it is that experience. And she's fought top-level competition.
Who?
Tate.
She fought Ronda Rousey.
She's also fought Holly Holm. She's fought...
Holly Holm's like her only real good win.
The rest
Amanda
of them.
Nunes. She lost on Nunes.
She got fucked over by those women. She lost all of them, too. Let's remember that.
Jessica
She's very well-rounded for the most part.
I mean, the lines are pretty even, plus 100, minus 120. So.
But we have like Miesha Tate was okay in an era when women's MMA wasn't very good. Like Ronda Rousey would not have a chance nowadays. If she came in at 135, she would get fucking destroyed.
Yeah, I think Ketlin's just going to be bigger.
Ketlin's going to be bigger. She's going to be strong. It's going to be on the floor. She's going to get her down to the ground.
Hopefully she learned from that Kunitskaya shit.
I think it's going to end up being, I mean, both like the striking numbers are real close. Like going over it, like within like a couple percents and like one strike absorb versus. So it's not a gap there, but like the grappling, man, the grappling of Ketlin Vieira. She spends 40% of fights.
It's a 5-round fight.
She averages 6 minutes of control time every single fight. 50% accuracy.
Man. It's hard for me to I don't know, like to go against Tate's experience in this one.
I don't think her experience is that good. Like that's the only thing you have is like she's had more fights. But if you look, she's 6-4 in the UFC.
Yeah,
like it's not like she's got a successful experience. And to beat, I mean, again, who else did Vieira lose to? Aldana, who's a fucking world class top 5 fighter. I think Vieira wins this by decision. She is not a finisher. Neither one of them are real finishers. I think there's going to be a lot of pressed against the cage, not too eventful grappling on the floor because we already saw that. That's how Vieira goes. And Miesha's going to be more than happy to kind of sit in her guard, I think. I don't see her getting out of her bottom position, getting up. I think that Vieira edges out a close decision in the end. I mean, this is going to be one of those where it's going to be real tight. Like, I'm not going to bet this whatsoever. I might bet fight goes the distance. Well, that's probably going to be some weird juiced up fucking number. Yeah. But I don't think there's any shot for a finish in this fight. I don't think there's going to be a knockout for sure. Maybe a sub. But, I mean, it would be, if there was a sub, it's going to be Vieira's side. I don't think that Miesha's going to be able to sub Vieira. She would have to win a tight decision, and I just think Vieira's going to be on top more. She's going to be on top. She's going to be pressed against the cage.
I think I'm going to lean Tate at this point.
Give me the bigger, stronger woman in a grappling match. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Speaking of grappling matches, this one's going to be a fun one. This one should be the fucking main event.
Sean Brady.
If we're going to go on this card, this should be the main event probably. We got Michael Chiesa top 6, top 7 welterweight versus Sean Brady, an up-and-comer, top 15. Could be the man one day.
Sean Brady.
I like Sean Brady in this fight as well.
If Chiesa if he can't take him down, Brady's going to.
Chiesa's going to be bigger.
Yeah.
He is going to be bigger, way better experience. We talked about that. Like the level of competition that Chiesa has fought is light years above Sean Brady's. Sean Brady's younger, hungrier, probably going to be physically stronger.
This is going to tell us a whole lot about where Sean Brady's at.
Exactly. If he especially because this is going to be two grapplers going head to head. Sean Brady is a better striker than Chiesa for sure.
Yeah.
We did see Chiesa get tapped pretty quick by Vicente Luque, who's not really known that well for his grappling.
Yeah, I think Chiesa's been tapped a few times.
Yeah.
Like he's got great grappling and shit, but I'm going with Brady on this.
Because it's so hard to go off these stats too. Because like Brady, like I said, like Brady's only been controlled like less than a minute in his career. But like, who's he fought against? Yeah. Whereas like, I mean, his best one was his last Australian dude. Who he just fight? Who's the Australian guy he just beat?
Brady?
Yeah, Sean Brady.
Jake Matthews.
Jake Matthews, right there. That was like his best competition. He ended up getting a sub there. I think Brady wins this fight probably by decision.
Yeah.
I don't think he finishes Michael Chiesa. I mean, it could happen. If he does, it would definitely be a sub.
I think he's gonna rough him up.
I think he's gonna manhandle him. But I think Chiesa is gonna survive though, and it's gonna be a 3-round. It's gonna be a 3-round. I think it's a 30-27 Sean Brady. But don't write off Chiesa though. Like if you get decent dog money on that, I might take that.
Ronnie Yaya.
Ronnie Yaya had the sub king, right?
I usually never bet against Ronnie Yaya.
Hokang.
And I always play him in DraftKings.
Yeah, but I was thinking about the same thing. Ronnie Yaya is usually a good underdog. He could sub anybody, right?
He's
Great
a favorite
submission.
in this, though, right?
I don't know if he's a favorite or not. I haven't looked at the lines yet,
It's even.
But Hokang is bigger, and I mean, going by his sub history, his defense against subs, his takedown defense. He seems like he's a better grappler than Ronnie Yaya, at least an MMA grappler for sure. So he's not. I don't think he's going to be outclassed in that position. Again, a way bigger dude, 3 inches and 5 inches of reach. Yaya doesn't throw enough. Ronnie Yaya has to sub Hokang to win this fight.
He survived the train to Busan too. So what does that tell you?
Yeah, like
he's fucking from Busan. He fought all those zombies,
He's got
man.
a lot of UFC experience. The guy's like 6 or 7 UFC fights. How much was it again?
Who, Yaya?
No, he's got 8 or no.
Kwang Ho Kang.
He's got 9 fights in the UFC.
Yeah.
So he's not like some fucking.
Yeah.
He's not some guy that has no. I mean, they're not great guys for sure. But he's in the UFC making these fights. So he's not like some.
Who's his loss to?
Ricardo Ramos.
In a split decision. So I mean, he's
not
a
bad.
decent fighter.
Yeah.
Like he's not scrubbing. I just think Yaya, he's live for a sub. If you want to sprinkle some money on a Yaya sub prop,
if Yaya gets him down though, all that grappling could it wear out Kang? You know,
but Kang has really good takedown defense, and Yaya's takedown actually is only 34%. How does he have so many subs?
Yeah.
Whereas
scrambles.
Hokang is 71% takedown defense. He's only been controlled 2 minutes per fight. Whereas Yaya, I think Yaya's gonna be on his back. Yaya's gonna spend his fight on his back. And I think that Hokang gets a decision victory.
Let's go Joanne Wood and
former Calderwood.
She
lost to Calder, gained some wood.
Yeah. Married her coach.
Yeah.
So now she's Joanne Wood.
Talia Santos.
I'm going with Talia Santos here.
Yeah, I mean, I think so too. JoJo's gonna be busier. She's way active. Like her striking numbers, the volume's gonna be way high. But one thing JoJo loves to do is lose close decisions.
Yeah.
Santos, I think she is. What's the word? Actually, like not like she doesn't fight down to her competition, but I don't think she has reached her potential yet. She seems to be so laid back, so much better than the women she's fighter that she doesn't really put it on.
She just seems like she has that capacity for violence, and we're just not really.
She kind of reminds me a little bit like Cyril Gane, whereas like you feel like Gane should be fucking people up, and he kind of sits back. I'm gonna pick at you. I'm not threatened, so I don't give a fuck right now.
Minus 300.
Yeah, I mean,
favorite? Wow.
I mean, what does JoJo do to win this fight?
Yeah.
I mean, the age is getting up there too. Like she's up on the wrong side of 30, almost 36 years old. Whereas Talia's on the rise up. You know, she's not been beaten, and she's never really been. When did she get? Who did beat her? Who was that loss?
Borella
by a split decision. Like that's a one judge. Like, oh, I thought you won. So again, she's really off 5 straight wins, basically 19-0 roughly versus JoJo, who loves to lose close fights.
Yeah, I'm not picking JoJo. No. I never pick JoJo.
I love JoJo Calderwood.
Yeah, I love her. I listen to her talk all day.
Yeah. She loves loose clothes. This is the
one. Next fight of the night for
Tony.
Y'all
already know.
Davey Grant.
If Alexander Romanov's my spirit animal, Davey Grant is definitely Tony's.
I fucking love Davey Grant.
Picture too.
God, he's the best, man. He's a blue collar Brit.
He looks like a fucking villain.
He'll knock
Sherlock
you the
Holmes.
fuck out. And he's dangerous.
No, not really.
He's gonna knock fucking Yanez out. Watch.
I mean,
left hook.
Look at that 3-fight win streak, right? But I think we're starting to learn that the people he knocked out aren't very good.
Marlon Vera just won.
No,
beat him, right?
He lost that fight.
He beat J.
Martin Day.
Martin Day.
And I don't know what the fuck Popoff is.
Yeah, I don't know, but
Martin Day shit.
Watch Davey come out and show us something he
J-Mar
showed us before.
Didn't J-Mar just lose again?
Why don't you put Yanez on his back, rough him
Yanez
up?
Is the future. He's a guy that's going to be in that bantamweight discussion. The only thing that I'm slightly worried about is Yanez tends to be a slow starter. So Davey Grant early could be dangerous, live up to his fucking name. But
Davey's going to take him.
I don't think Davey's going to hit him harder than fucking Costa did, and Costa couldn't finish him. Like Costa was fucking Yanez up in that first round with head kicks, all the speed. And once Yanez got his timing though, knocked him out. His fight before that, the guy he finished, you picked against Yanez in that fight.
Who did I pick against Yanez?
That's his last fight, the one before Joey.
The second one?
Gustavo Lopez.
Okay.
He was kind of slow starter in that one as well. Lopez was kind of grappling a little bit with him. He
Can't be
him.
slow with Davey.
So that's early in this fight. Davey Grant is live. Davey Grant round 1 prop will be interesting.
It's a number 32 bantamweight worldwide you're talking about there.
Yeah. Let's say Giannis there. 30. Step up in competition for him. I think Giannis fucking knocks Davey out in the second round. Second round knockout.
I'm not betting against Davey. I can't do it.
All right, Tucker Lutz.
It should be a titty rubbing fest.
This is prelims. Now we're going
Yeah,
into
this
prelims.
is
Two grapplers.
two grapplers. Yeah.
Again, numbers are kind of off. Like Lutz only has 1 UFC fight, so like he's got like 100 strikes per minute, whatever his numbers I got up there. But this definitely gonna be a grappling match. Lutz,
on the contender.
yeah, he wants to wrestle. He wants to press against the cage. But Sabatini on the floor is not a bad grappler. He just finished fucking Newell with that fucking heel hook. So this is gonna
Emmers.
Emmers, I'm sorry.
Same. Yep, I think I'm leaning Sabatini here.
I
Just
am
with the
too,
experience.
and I think Lutz might gas.
Yeah.
Sabatini's a little bit better shape.
Yeah.
I mean, again, this is
gun.
the best fight. This is the best fighter that Tucker Lutz has fought. This is not the best fight that Sabatini's fought. It doesn't mean Lutz has no
experience in the competition.
These guys, again, there's a lot of kind of the story of this card. A lot of guys that have like similar styles are gonna be clashing. Who's better grappler than I am? You know, who's better strikers? A couple of those in there. It's like Giannis and Grant, right? Who's gonna be the better hands? Yeah. This is gonna be head to head. I think Sabatini gets it done
for sure.
All right.
Well, this is Rafa Garcia's getting his second shot.
Third.
He
lost to Nasrat on short notice.
Yes.
Then he got fucked up by Grutzmacher.
Now this is his third fight.
Out of him. I think that Nathan Levy. Look at that.
And this is Nathan Levy. We were supposed to already see him, right?
He's about to hit him with that Krav Maga.
Yeah. That Israeli shit.
He's ready to go hit him with that fucking, what is that called? The Iron Dome? Yeah. That's what he's about to hit him with right now.
Let's see this. How do they size up with one another? 5'7", 5'9". Oh, yeah. And he's training at Syndicate.
Rafa Garcia is tough. He's resilient. Now, a guy like Nathan Levy, he could end up gassing out, and late in the fight, Rafa comes back and gets that win because Nasrat couldn't finish him, and Grutzmacher was fucking him up too, and couldn't finish him either. So late in this fight, I could see Rafa Garcia finishing a tired Nathan Levy, who making his UFC debut, right?
He's only 6-0.
Yeah, he's making his UFC debut, getting a little bit too trigger happy in that first round and gassing himself out. This might be a great live betting situation. Look and see how Nathan Levy goes back to that seat. Because, again, Rafa Garcia is going to be there. He's tough to finish. And late in that fight, he can get better and better and better.
Yeah.
Another fun one.
Versus Lupita.
Striker versus grappler right here, right?
Yeah. Lupita stepping in for Cheyenne Bays.
Here's my problem. I don't think I can have confidence in Lupi. Fight IQ is she's great, talented. I think she wins this fight. I think she gets Luma to the ground.
If she don't get Luma down,
but if they stay on the feet, Luma's gonna piece her. If fucking Luana Carolina fucked her up like that, the sharp striking of Luca Mbume is fucking 10 times quicker.
And Luma's gonna go. Yeah, she's Muay Thai. She's going forward.
Dude, she fucking throws like 6 strikes per minute.
Yeah, she doesn't back up like Carolina. She's going forward in that Muay Thai stance.
She lands 6 significant strikes, only absorbs 3, so she's 2-1 on her striking ratio.
Like you said, she can be taken down. She's been taken out, but she's gotten better at getting up.
Lupi is tough as shit, and that's kind of a detriment. She'll eat a lot of shots to try to get takedown. Yeah. I don't think Luma can finish her, but I think there's 2 ways this fight happens. Lupe gets her to the ground and subs her, or Luma wins the decision.
Yeah.
That's the way I'm leaning. I mean, Lupi could get a decision if she just kind of controls the fight on the floor, but again, she that position over submission, right? She gives up position all the time to go for subs. Against Carolina, she had that dominant position. She could have ground and pounded and won that fight in the first round, but she wanted to go for a sub, didn't get it, and next thing you know, she ends up losing the fucking decision late in the fight.
And this is back in her weight class, right? 115, even though it's short notice, so... Yeah,
I lean Lupi.
Lupi should get it down.
But Luma, again, live dog, DraftKings, you want to have some Luma in your lineup.
Yeah.
She throws a lot of strikes.
Yeah.
Terrence McKinney.
So we got Terrence T-Rex.
Putting on a great show for his debut,
Again,
right?
his numbers are skewed from that 2 strikes he hit to knock out fucking Matt Frivola. Yeah. Terrence McKinney that was Farazam. That was no fluke. Yeah. That is how he fights. He's a fast finisher. He's only been to the second round like 3 times in his fight.
T-Rex.
Never been to the third round ever in a fight. He finishes or he gets finished versus a guy who's the exact opposite. Like Ziam is so defensive, grinds out decision. I don't think he's ever finished anybody.
Yeah,
I think Ziam lost his last fight to at least had a draw with Benjamini because I think Benjamini should have 10-8.
Submitted some guy in beatdown.
Yeah, there you go. None of the UFC. He is a point fighter for sure. Defensive striker. Whereas Rex going to come forward. An area that I think that Rex could exploit that he doesn't really use is the wrestling though. This guy, he is a really good wrestler, whereas Ziam does not have very good takedown defense. He's only got 60% takedown defense versus Terrence McKinney's never missed a takedown.
Really?
But it's that one fight.
Oh.
It's this one fight. But
Like
again,
his whole career.
he's a finisher. He gets the fight done early. I think he's going to pressure Xiaoming and get an early finish. Probably first round.
Cody Durden.
This is an interesting one.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to say that.
Oh, there it is, a Mongolian murderer. Maybe we had our things backed up.
Should I make the joke? Should I make the joke?
Oh, he's 18-8.
Those Chinese fucking records don't mean shit.
Yeah.
These guys fucking fight fucking when they're 12 years old.
Yeah.
What they said, Song Yudong started when he's 15.
Mm-hmm.
Queen, yeah, that guy, the Mongolian murderer, we're going to call him.
Feeling Aori.
From Inner Mongolia.
Yori.
Is a fucking spark plug. I mean, strike machine. He had that fight against, was it Molina? No, who was the man fight? He fought in that 261 card. The welcome
Jeff
back.
Molina, yeah.
Yeah, Molina. But that fight was a barn burner. You know, that significant strikes. I think he scored. I had to look it up here. I was couldn't believe it. He scored like 70 points in a loss, a decision loss in DraftKings. 66. He had 66 points in a DraftKings loss. So he's gonna go high volume versus Cody Durden. It's kind of a typical, grind out, kind of a poor man's Justin Gaethje. He comes forward. He wants to fight. Does have some wrestling in him for sure.
Did he get a submission win?
No, he got submission loss.
Jimmy Flick.
Yeah, that flying triangle.
Yeah.
But he was kind of winning that fight.
Yeah.
Before that. So this is going to be a banger. This one is going to be fun. This is going to be one you want to circle for DraftKings because they're going to stand in the middle and they're going to throw. Both these guys don't want to dance around. If you want to see, go back and watch that Molina fight at UFC 261 with the Mongolian murderer. I'm not going to say his name because they're going to fucking bang.
Feeling Aori.
I am leaning towards that one.
I'll go with Aori. I'll go with the murderer.
Because he is just relentless in his striking game. Does not stop.
So we got Sean Soriano coming back. Shailen Nurdanbieki.
Yeah.
So I don't know much about Nurdanbieki. Is he Thai?
Wolverine.
China.
It's a showcase. I like Sean Soriano in this
Sean
fight.
Soriano came back and who lost to? It was a pretty good fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, he fought too. My boy.
Giagos Darston.
My boy.
The Spartan.
My cousin. What's his name's fighting up to? Cheyenne's not normally a featherweight. He's coming up to fight Sean Soriano. He's smaller. He doesn't throw a lot. He gets controlled.
Koulibaly beat him. Huh?
Yeah, Koulibaly beat him. I think that it's going to be a step up in size, and I think Sean will just be too big and too strong.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Soriano.
Probably gets
because he looked good up until he got Darst.
Yeah.
So.
And Giagos is good for a spell.
Yeah.
He just gets gassed.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's keep rolling.
Fading the Chinese.
We got Ori.
Yeah, we got Ori, but.
Pinera's going to fuck Sam Hughes
Oh,
up.
yes. Wasn't she fucking up Marco? Was it Marco?
Marcos, and then she got kicked in the face.
Yeah.
Liana Pereira is fucking vicious. Another one, she's probably going to be 9. It's probably going to be 9,000.
Sam Hughes is here to make people look good.
Sam Hughes, another one that sat down in the chair, didn't want to get up.
Yeah.
Her, Max Robkoff, Cynthia Calvillo. She came in, debuted against Tesha Torres, and she just fucking eats punches, eats strikes. She's going to be a little bit bigger than Pinera, but I don't think that's going to matter. I think Pinera's just going to be fucking piecing her up.
BH Rhino.
Like, Ronda Marzos is physical. She's strong. We saw her last fight. And Pinera was fucking her up in that fight before that legal upkick ended the fight. And she did her little neuralgia, right?
Yeah.
But she was, I don't think she was faking it because she was fucking Marcos up.
Yeah, why wouldn't you want to keep that going?
She was beating the shit out of her. She scored like 100 points.
Did Mike just admit that Aljo wasn't fucking up?
I think it was winning. There's a difference. There's winning. There's winning a fight. There's winning a close.
See a chink in that armor.
There's winning a close fight. There's winning a fight. And there's watching what the fuck she was doing to Ronda Marcos. That was going to a finish.
Mike's becoming a Jan fan.
No. I'd rather eat a pile of shit.
Well, whenever we pull out of your crack, fucking at the end of the year.
I'd rather take a lick of that than be a Peter Yan fan.
Well, at least it's your own.
That's why I equate Peter Yan too. If you ever want to see me Peter Yan, we'll see. I'll see you in the streets. But anyway, Peter Yan's gonna fuck Sam Hughes up, and it's gonna be Sam Hughes' last fight in the UFC.
Yeah, she's done.
All right. Well, so what's your lock of the night?
Ooh.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
I know my lock of the
Davey
night.
Grant.
Davey
Grant
Grant
is my lock of the fucking night. He is putting Davey Grant to sleep.
Let me see here.
He's killing the myth.
I think I'm gonna go with Talia Santos.
Yes.
I'm gonna use a female for lock of the night. Women's MMA.
I just want the lock of the night to turn that stab in Tony's chest with that one. Davey Grant gets fucking iced by Adrian Yanez.
It might be my prop of the night. Davey Grant by TKO.
That's the only chance you got. That's the only chance you got.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to some MMA news this week. Jon Jones.
Yeah, the
Whoa,
King
what's
of
going on
Cringe.
here? He got booted, so now
Got booted.
he's
There's a bunch of him and Cejudo.
Yeah, he's fighting.